Hey guys, this is going to be a Top 10 Tuesday video. Top 10 Tuesday is a meme started by the blog The Broke and the Bookish, and which I will have a link to in the description. You're supposed to post it every Tuesday, but I've been going through all of the old themes and doing them on my blog and here whenever I can. And this one is going to be my top 10 fictional crushes. And I'm actually filming this on Valentine's Day, which I did not plan, and I just realized a bit ago. But I'm not posting it today, so it won't go up on Valentine's Day. The thing with this is I don't really have that many fictional crushes. I ship a lot of ships in fiction, so I tend to pair fictional characters off together and become like really obsessed with a particular couple. I don't really get crushes on fictional characters all that often. I don't know why that is. It's weird considering how much I read, but I did manage to come up with 10. This is restricted to books since this is like a book thing, so I left out characters from other types of fiction. My number one, who is definitely my top fictional crush, is Peeta from the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins. If I could marry any fictional character, it would be Peeta. Most definitely. And by the way, like in pretty much all of my top 10 Tuesday lists, I always choose the same books over and over. And I swear I'm not doing that on purpose. It's just that they tend to be my favorite books, and so I tend to choose them for everything. My number two is Dexter from This Lullaby by Sarah Dessen, who I absolutely love. Him and Peeta are probably the only two like legitimate crushes on this list. They're definitely my two like favorite male characters, I guess love interest, although I don't really like calling Hunger Games a love story or anything, but I just love them both a lot. Number three is Ron Weasley from the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. I just had to choose a Harry Potter character. Ron is my favorite, so he's making this list. Number four is Augustus from The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Anyone who has read this book will completely understand that. Number five is Wes from The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. That's the only other Sarah Dessen character I'm choosing, but This Lullaby and The Truth About Forever are two of my favorite Sarah Dessen books, and they definitely have my two favorite male leads from her books. Okay, number six, I'm a little embarrassed to admit. It's from Twilight, and it's Seth from the Twilight series, and Seth's my favorite male character from Twilight. My favorite character is actually Leah, so yeah, at least it's not Edward or Jacob. Number seven is Nat from The Witch of Blackbird Pond by Elizabeth George Spear, because that is one of my favorite books ever, and I mean, he goes to a lot of lengths to prove that Kit isn't a witch, and they're adorable, and I just really love him a lot. Eight is Kieran from the Starcross series by Rachel Higginson. Debated a long time about adding him, because if we were just going off of the earlier books, he most definitely would not be on this list, but from the later books, he has managed to make himself on this list. And I should point out that by this point in the list, it was getting harder and harder for me to choose people. Like, I was going through all of these books that I'd read, and I didn't think any of the male characters from them were worthy of being on the list. So while this definitely is my top 10, because they were like the only 10 I could come up with, by this far down in the list, it was becoming harder and harder to find characters to put on the list. 9 is Zane from the Uglies trilogy by Scott Westerfeld. I debated about whether I should add him or not for a really long time, because I actually hated him when he first came in. He came in the second book, I think, and I just was really kind of wary of him, because I kind of thought that I just did not like him at all at first, and then by the time, well, I can't say that because it's a spoiler, but by the end of the books, I was pretty much in love with him, and then hated the ending, is all I will say. 10 is Jacob from The Victoria and the Rogue by Meg Cabot, which is funny to me that I'm choosing him because it's such a random book, and I don't think I ever really talk about this book. It's like it's one of two Meg Cabot books that I've read, and I just randomly ended up with the book. I can't even remember where I got it, but it's a historical fiction book, and I love that them, Victoria and Jacob in the book are absolutely adorable, so he is making it onto this list. So yeah, those are my top 10 fictional crushes. If you want to let me know your fictional crushes in the comments, you can do that, and I will see you guys later. Bye!